Let me just get comfortable. Let me not flash my toes to YouTube. Oh my God. There's no right way to do this. Oh my God, I'm about to break a sweat. Oh! I just broke my chair. Okay. I'm getting in slow. Getting in nice and slow. I just want to be in front of the view. What is up, you guys? My name is Sarah. If you're new here, welcome. Happy to have you. I keep it a hundo on my YouTube channel. I feel like YouTube is my place to just 100% be me, because Instagram, as fun as Instagram is, we love her, it's not enough to, I feel, show myself in all aspects. Even though I keep it authentic on there, I feel like this is really like, y'all are really seeing me on here. So anyways, welcome back. I'm excited. This is probably one of my most requested things on Instagram, to talk about how I transitioned from working my 9-to-5 job to online coaching. And I kind of wanted to just give you guys the rundown, because I know that there's a lot of people who are interested in getting in the space and really don't know how to do it, and are also scared as shit to do it. And let me just start off by saying it's scary. Like, anything like this is gonna be scary, and I hope that by the end of this you take this video as a sign to just fucking do it. There's never gonna be a right time. You're never gonna have, you know, a time where everything in your life is aligned and you're like ready to start something new, because there's always going to be something. And I always say, if you're interested, like, start taking steps now to make it happen. So without further ado, let's get into the video. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a background before we get into it. I have a degree in public relations. I went to school, and honestly, when I walked into college, I thought I wanted to do broadcast journalism, enrolled in that, and first day in one of my classes I was like, nope, not for me. And then PR was just another option that I felt was kind of on par with what I enjoy doing, which is like communication. So it was under the School of Mass Communications, but I actually had no idea what I wanted to do with my major. And if I'm gonna be 100% with you, I picked it because I knew that I would probably just figure out what I wanted to do after school, or during school I would figure it out, and that I would just get the degree, because I knew I wasn't interested in anything like history related. Science, like, didn't really, you know, nothing really spoke to me for science then. Math, absolutely fucking not. And then, you know, there was just, I wasn't passionate about anything, so I was just like, let me just do public relations. I feel like whatever I end up doing in the future, somehow I'll be able to use that. If not, at least I have a degree. So that's kind of the mindset that I went in with it. And then I went through 4 years, got my degree, and then I got a job in marketing and advertising, and I got the job right before I graduated. So I pretty much quickly had to move up to Northern Virginia from the Richmond area. And it was just a very quick transition. I started my job in June of 2019, and I was just excited to be in the working field versus college. Even though obviously sad that college was over, I was excited to just start life and have like real money, because a bitch was fucking poor in college. I finally felt like I was creating a sustainable life, basically. So anyways, I, you know, had that account coordinator position. We dealt with RV and marine dealers. So I, you know, no offense to RV and marine dealers, but I didn't love working in that industry specifically. But anyways, regardless, it was a really great first job out of school, and I was grateful to even have a job. So I was happy with it. But, you know, working 9 to 5 was hella hard, especially coming from a college lifestyle. And for me, I consistently worked out, and I wanted to continue that because it was a part of my lifestyle. I can't just like not work out. But I was never an evening workout person, like, ever in my life. So I started going to the gym and waking up at 4:45 in the morning so that I could get my lift in and then drive an hour to work. So lifts were getting done at like 5 in the morning, and it was really, really hard. But I got it done. So, you know, I don't know why you're watching this video. If you're here for just some inspo to like get to the gym and make life happen when you're working 9 to 5, like, this is, you can do it, baby. You can do it. Like, it's hella hard, but it was definitely manageable. Halfway through working my job, like I said, I had started in June. Probably around like November, December, I was like, yeah, I can't do this forever. Like, this is not gonna work for me forever. And Still at that point, I had no idea what I was passionate about, but I was putting a lot of time and energy into an Instagram account that I had, and I was just posting workouts and engaging with people, and I felt like I had found like a cute little community on Instagram, and I just was so excited every day to wake up and post a workout or post it when I was at work and engage with people on my lunch break and engage with people after work, and it just became low-key an obsession. Like my Instagram became my obsession, but only because I loved it so much. And so then, you know, COVID happened in March and everyone was sent home, and I never ended up stepping foot back into my office again. But I remember the day that they sent everyone home and they're like, okay, we'll talk about coming back in on Monday, and we never got back in. So I transitioned to the work from home life in March of 2020, and working from home gave me so much insight on what I actually wanted to do with my life. So during that time, I realized that I had so much time to think, versus when you're working 9 to 5, I feel like you have no time to think for yourself outside of like maybe getting a workout in the morning, going to work, driving home, having dinner, watching some TV and going to bed, and then on the weekends like going out with your friends and then getting yourself together on Sunday and doing it all over again. And I felt like there was no pause. I felt like there was no break, and there was no time to really think about what I wanted to do. I was just going through the cycle of life, and I felt like a fucking robot, honestly. But I didn't realize that I had felt like a robot until we started working from home, and I was like, holy shit, like what am I actually doing with my life? Like I don't want to do this forever, and like I understand that I'm young. Like I was 23 at the time, and I was like, I have, you know, so much life ahead of me, but why am I not passionate about anything? And then it kind of started to click in May that I was like, you know what? I put so much time and energy into my Instagram, and you know, one of my favorite parts is connecting with other people, and I felt like I was getting a lot of questions about, you know, my fitness journey, and I felt like I had a lot of insight to give. Something clicked one day and I was like, holy shit, like that's my passion. Like training and helping other people and all of that is what I'm passionate about. Like that's what I wake up excited to do every day. So I slowly started to take steps to in-person train, and then I started to realize, just off of the connections that I made on Instagram and the people that I followed, that there was an entire space of online coaches. And first of all, I had no idea what being an online coach even meant. Wasn't sure what that would entail, and I didn't get it. So essentially I just stalked a lot of online coaches and I listened to a lot of their podcasts, and that really gave me so much insight. It made me realize, okay, an A certification is not going to be enough. I need more. The online space is so much more than just training someone for 60 minutes and wishing them well and giving them kind of a plan. Online personal training really is diving so much deeper into it, and I almost feel like now that I'm in the space, I almost feel, you know, I'm someone's therapist in a way. Obviously I stay in my scope of business, let's not get crazy, but you know, there's a lot of things that go on in their personal lives that I am aware of, so I help them navigate those things while staying on track with their goals. And there's just so much that, you know, my A certification wasn't going to teach me. So basically I enrolled into Fears to Fit. Her name is Kendall, but her handle is Fears to Fit. I will add it right here. But she had a program called Elevate, and it was essentially to help people like me at the time who wanted to start an online coaching business but didn't know where to start. So it was a self-paced 8-week course. I think I did it in maybe 6 weeks. So again, you can take it at your own pace, but it really started me from the ground up. So starting with 0 clients, having no idea what platforms to use, like how to create like an overall program, essentially in terms of like, how do I get on sales calls? Like how do I even get my clients? Like I had no idea what I was doing. So doing that program honestly saved my life in terms of I wouldn't be where I am now if I hadn't done that program, and it was absolutely the best investment I could ever possibly make. She dove so deep into details on what platforms you should be using, what systems you should be using, because you got to systemize the things that you're doing in terms of business, and you know, having some type of process so that everything is seamless and that it allows you to have more bandwidth with your clients. So I just learned so much. I learned about the business side, I learned about the coaching side, putting the two together, outreach, getting clients, keeping clients, how to structure myself, how to position myself in the space. All of those things I learned within that program. So again, best investment I ever made. And so now fast forward to September of 2019, I said, you know what, I have 2 clients right now. I don't have a lot of money saved up. I don't know what I'm doing, but I feel like I need to quit my 9-to-5 job and continue pursuing coaching full-time. And mind you, I had no idea how it was gonna turn out. I didn't have a plan B. I just had this gut feeling, this gut-wrenching feeling that that's what I need to do. It was keeping me up at night, literally losing sleep at the idea that I was gonna wake up and work my 9-to-5 job. I was like, I need to be helping women. Like, that is what I'm passionate about. Like, I love coaching, and I had 2 clients at the time, and I knew that if I had the time to spend on my Instagram, on my content, on outreach, on, you know, being able to cater to those new clients, I would be able to get more clients. So I took a leap of faith, you guys. I believed in myself. I said, bitch, there is absolutely no plan B. This is plan A, and this is the only plan that you have. So basically, I called my boss, I put my 2 weeks in, and I was scared shitless. I was nervous to, 1, even have the conversation, but 2, like, that was my income, right? Like, if I didn't make an income, I wouldn't be able to pay rent. And again, it's not like I had a bunch of money saved up. It's not like I had a roster full of clients ready to serve. I just had a gut feeling that whatever I put my mind to, I'm gonna fucking do it, and I'm gonna put my heart into it. I'm gonna put everything I have into it, and that's exactly what I did. So I put my 2 weeks in, and I was officially self-employed by October 1st. And again, at the time, I really only had, by October 1st, I think I had 4 clients, but when I put in my 2 weeks, I had 2. But now that I had all that time to give, I completely, like, quadrupled my roster, was having so many girls fill out my application to work with me, and it was honestly the most rewarding feeling ever. And every day I get to wake up and I'm like, holy shit, I love my job. I love what I do. It doesn't feel like work. And, you know, I'm not gonna say it's easy, because it's not. Like I said, you're wearing a lot of hats as an online coach. You are involved in so many different people's lives, and you have to cater to, you know, their lifestyle, what they're going through, all of those things in order to help them build this lifestyle for themselves. And yeah, it's definitely a lot of work, but it's the absolute best thing I could have ever done for myself. And if you get nothing out of this video, but my 3 tips: number 1, invest in yourself. If you want to be an online coach and you want people to invest in you, you have to invest in yourself. So what I mean by that is, find a mentor, find an online coach who coaches coaches, which is exactly what I did. There's so many online coaches in the space who have the business side of things, who want to help more reputable coaches be in the space. And I will definitely leave a bunch of links down below of some people you guys can follow if you're interested in online coaching and starting your business. But don't be afraid to invest. And this goes even past that first initial investment. Like, for me specifically, yes, I invested in Kendall's program Elevate, but I also have invested. Not sure what just happened with my camera there, but we are back. Anyways, don't be afraid to invest into other things. So again, yes, I invested in Kendall's Elevate program, but I've also invested in so many other different people's programs that have helped me elevate my own. DLD Nation, if you guys are not familiar with Dayla and her team, I will link her down below, but I'm currently going through OFNC, which is, I think it's around a 15-week self-paced course that teaches me more about nutrition, catering to specific people with specific diseases, going deeper into the shit. And again, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I know, but there's so much that I don't know. And don't be afraid to, you know, not only ask for help, but realize, hey, there's always someone out there who knows more than you. Learn from them. And always remembering that there are other people who have done what you're doing longer. Ask for help. Invest in those people so that you can bring more to the table. So that's my number 1 thing. Invest in yourself. Number 2, stop putting it off. So I know that we all want to think like, okay, like on this day, I'm going to do this. Once my bank account looks like this, I'll feel safe about, you know, maybe branching off and starting my own business. Honestly, at the end of the day, I told myself, like I said, this is my plan A. There's no other plan, and we're just going to do this shit. Like, we're just gonna do this shit and we're gonna run with it. And if it doesn't work, you need to work harder. Walk into it saying, this is my only plan. It's gonna work because I'm gonna work hard as hell to make it happen. And I promise you that you can do it. And I know that there's a lot of self-doubt that comes with it. I've also had my own self-doubt, wondering like, am I really the person for the job? And I promise you, you are the person for the job. There is someone out there who needs you. You're gonna have things to offer that other people aren't. And that's the best part about, you know, being who you are. There's so many people in the online coaching space, but The people that work with me specifically come to me because they know that I have something to offer them that maybe somebody else doesn't. And that's okay. A lot of my friends are online coaches. I'm never gonna be like, oh damn, like I wish those girls weren't signing with my friends and they were signing with me. Like, no, they vibe with that person. They're probably gonna get so much out of that program that, hey, maybe they couldn't get with me because they didn't vibe with me, and that's okay. So don't feel like there isn't room for you in the space. There's always room for you in the space. And there's no doubt in my mind that if you want something, that if you work hard enough for it, you can make it happen. So the self-doubt has to go. You are the person for the job. I'm telling you right now, you are the person for the job. If you want to do it, you just gotta work hard, you gotta learn, you gotta educate yourself, but you can do it. My third piece of advice is to step out of your comfort zone. So I feel like this one specifically goes into the other two pretty well. But stepping out of your comfort zone, meaning, you know, if you want to use social media to get clients, that means you're gonna have to show up on your Instagram, right? You're gonna have to show up on those social media platforms so people know who you are and what you have to offer. So get uncomfortable to be comfortable. There were so many late nights that I stayed up studying through Kendall's Elevate program while I was working my 9-to-5 job. During that time, I was hella tired. I wasn't getting as much sleep. I sacrificed not being able to go out with my friends on the weekends so that I could continue, you know, studying and building my program. And yeah, it was hard. And yeah, sometimes I felt like I was missing out, but I knew that at the end of the day, I was getting uncomfortable so that I could be comfortable. Where I am now, I am so comfortable. I know what I'm doing with my job. I know what I'm doing with my life, and it was worth sacrificing those other things for the time being. And you know, it doesn't matter how busy you are in your life, like you can make it happen. I promise you, if I could do it, you 110% could do it. And I will say, you know, kind of just as more advice, I guess, is what I did before I quit my 9-to-5 job. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I had already started the Elevate program. So I was already studying, I was already building the back end of my business, and it wasn't perfect, it wasn't complete when I quit my 9-to-5 job. I was still working on it, but I was in the process of doing that before I quit my job, just because I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. I was just gonna quit my job on a complete whim. So again, that's why I say invest in yourself. It's gonna save you a lot of time. It's gonna save you a lot of hassle. There's someone who's been doing it longer than you, who has something to offer. Why not take what they have to offer? Now I'm working for myself and I'm really happy, and I love being an online coach. I love the amazing women that I've been able to work with, and my favorite part about being an online coach is that I can make women realize how capable they are of reaching their goals, and that it was always within them to do it. But sometimes you just need that extra push, you need that accountability, you need someone to check in on you. And that's what I do with my girls, and it's the most rewarding feeling. And I want there to be 1 million coaches in the space, because that means 1 million times 3 more girls are being helped, right? I can't help everyone, and you know, me and my friends can't help everyone, and all the girls that I follow can't help everyone. So that's what when I say there's room for you in the space, there's room for you in the space. And hey, you know what? Even if online coaching isn't your thing, I hope that this, if anything, inspires you to step out of your comfort zone and do whatever it is that you're passionate about. Your future self is going to thank you. Tenfold gonna thank you for showing up on the day that you did and making it happen. And I think there's a lot of things in my life that I look back on and I'm like, damn, I wish I had started sooner. Don't let this be one of those things for you. You're going to thank yourself, I promise you. I love what I do, and it doesn't feel like work, even though it's hard as shit. Like, it's work that I'm passionate about versus, like, you know, being in corporate America, doing something for the big man somewhere who I'm never gonna meet, and feeling unfulfilled. And this is something that lights me up. And even just like having this conversation right now, so much can change in a year's time. Hopefully this video isn't gonna be super long, I'm so sorry. Hopefully you guys are having fun chatting with me, but this all happened in a year's time. And when I say a year's time, I mean, like, it popped in my head a year ago that I wanted to do something in the space. It popped in my head a year ago that I was passionate about this. And now I'm actually doing it full time, and it's opened so many doors for me. I've met so many amazing women within my coaching company and my business and outside of it. I've made so many connections via Instagram with people who are now one of my closest friends. Like, I have so many close friends that I've met online, and there's just so much out there that you can do. And believe in yourself, because I believe in you, and it's not always going to be easy, and it's going to be hard, and you're going to cry some tears, but it's worth it. It's always going to be worth it. And you know, I don't want anyone to look back on their life when they're like, 45 or 50 or 60 or however old and be like, damn, like, why didn't I go for it? Like, what did I have to lose? And let me tell you, at the end of the day, it's gonna be okay. So like, if you're nervous to start this, if you're nervous to follow your dreams and go with your gut, I promise you it's gonna be okay. The biggest thing that I've had people come to me and say is like, well, like, I'm just so scared I'm gonna fail at it and I'm not gonna have anything else to lean back on. Two things about this. One, you're not gonna fail if you work hard enough. I promise you, if you work hard enough, you're not gonna fail. It's not gonna happen. But two, there's always going to be options for you. So a lot of times when people say that, they're like working in a 9-to-5 job, scared to quit it and start their own business. And then if they fail or whatever have you, they're like, essentially your mindset is like, oh my God, I'm gonna be homeless, or I'm not gonna have any money, or like, I'm not gonna be able to do anything. You're probably gonna be able to find a new job. You're probably going to have another opportunity that comes your way if it came down to it, right? Like, if you had experience in another 9-to-5 job or whatever, and for whatever reason coaching didn't work out, I know that you could find another 9-to-5 job or a part-time job, or work some way, somehow. Online coaching or whatever it is that you're passionate about is not going to be the end all be all if for whatever reason it doesn't work. And I promise you, like, you don't even have to worry about that, because it's gonna work. It's gonna work if you work. But yeah, don't doubt yourself. You can do it. If you guys want a more in-depth version of, you know, what online coaching looks like, I feel like I'd have to make a completely separate video for that. So please let me know in the comments below. Obviously, there's a lot that goes into it, and I'm only gonna cover, you know, what I feel would be beneficial for you guys. But let me know if that's something that you guys would be interested in. But I'm just hoping that this video specifically motivated you to step the fuck out of your comfort zone. Stop being comfortable, stop being complacent. Do what it is that you're passionate about. Do what it is that keeps you up at night. Follow your dreams, and you can achieve literally anything. And yes, bish, I sound cliche, but it's the truth. Thank you so much if you sat through this entire thing. I love you. I appreciate you. You are amazing. I'm excited to have you guys here with me in our little YouTube family. I'm like cozy as shit in my little chair. I feel like we just vibe on YouTube. Like, I love YouTube because I feel like I can just like sit and vibe with you guys, and you guys are like on the other side really listening. So I love you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, let me know in the comments if you want a more in-depth video about coaching specifically, or if you want to see anything else specifically. You know, I don't know. I'm just here for the vibes. So let me know what you guys want, and I will record it for you and post it for you because I love you guys. So thank you so much again for watching this video. Me closing out is taking 10 minutes. Thank you again. I love you guys, and I will see you again soon.